computer. All right, well, good morning. So hopefully you're stretched enough and we're gonna start just right away. Let's go ahead and let's just start running in place just to get our heart rate up like that. And then we are gonna do a kind of higher intense warm up than usual, but go at your own pace. We're gonna use some weight for the warm up, but we'll do our first one without any weight. But just be aware, we're gonna do some like presses with one weight. And then you're gonna need your two weights as well, because we're gonna do curls and biceps. We're gonna do some bent over rows on the floor, single arm. So like for me, I'll use two 10-pounders for that. But yeah, a couple weights and then maybe one heavier weight, because we're gonna do some snatches. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is you're gonna go squat, elbow to knee, squat, elbow to knee, and then a jumping jack. I think I did that wrong. Oh, Abby's not going to be on today. I forgot. She has something. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we're going to go like a shuffle sideways and then two pulse squats. And then sideways, walking, squatting, two squats. So shuffle, shuffle, slow, pulse, pulse. Keep that core tight. Good. All right, rest there. So the next part of our warm up, we're going to need to grab some weight. So if you want to start a little light, let me show you what we're going to do. With your two free weights, you're going to just do a tiny little like bend back with a little bit of a straight arm tricep, curl, press. And then again, still part of the warm up. So if you want to start out lighter, so hinge back just a little bit on those knees, straight arm like tricep extension, curl to press. So sit your butt back, bend. And again, if you want to start lighter for this first set, yeah, and if it hurts your knees and you want to just do them standing, you could totally do just that little squat, back and press. Yep. So on your standing or kneeling, okay, so we're going to do that whole circuit again, but with weight now. So holding that one weight, you're going to do your little knee up, and then we're going to jumping jack and press it. So alternate knee up, jump jack. And you don't have to hold weight if you don't want to, or just hold something real light. And take your time. Okay, so we'll give ourselves just a couple of seconds to rest. And then what you're going to do is we're going to do that same thing, but holding weight. Sidewalk shuffle, pulse, pulse. Low shuffle, lower, lower. And you can put your weight down at any time. If your back is starting to get tired, put that weight down. All right, good. Okay, so standing or kneeling, you have your little leaning back, curl, press. You can do it standing or on your knees. Core tight. Remember to breathe. All right, good, rest. Okay, so figure out if you liked the weight that you just used. We're gonna do one more round and it's just kind of still part of our warm up, but getting into that workout phase. Okay, so let's grab that dumbbell and we got our knee up to our jump jack, holding that weight if you can, or if you want to. Okay, ready? Working the core, working the legs, arms cardio. Keep that weight up there. Hold on to it. Don't let it pull you down. Work that core. All right. Good. So we'll give ourselves just a sec. And then we got our little side shuffle, squat, 2 pulses. So hold that weight if you can, if you want to. Load those glutes. Try to take it out of the knees. Sit your butt back. Load the booty. Core tight. Working that core. Good, 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 good. Awesome. All right. Kneeling or standing. Last one. We got our little lean forward curl press. Standing or on the knees. Use momentum, Mike. Try it where you like go back, use momentum for that, and then curl, and then right into the curl, and then press. Good, and keep that core tight. All right, you guys, rest. That looked great. Okay, so I'll give you a sec, but let me show you really quick what we're gonna do. We're gonna, with one weight, we're gonna go squat, and then we're gonna go back into the lunge, and then we're gonna switch hands. And you don't have to go that low. If you want, when you do it, you could do more of the snatch and then just like a little step back. If you don't want to do that little step back, you absolutely don't have to. You could just do this if you don't want to add the lunge. So we're going to do that. And then with the heavier weight, we're going to hold and we're going to go kind of like this RDL into that squat and stand back up. We've done that before. Then on all fours, we're going to alternate rows. So you want two weights to alternate rows on the ground. And then we have an ab exercise. Okay, so first exercise, we're going to go squat into a back lunge. And again, you don't have to do that. You could go squat and just your press, squat with that snatch press. But if you can, go to that back lunge. And take your time, go slow. It doesn't have to be deep. Keep those abs braced. Good. Okay, so here's where you might want to grab something heavier. You can totally stay here to start. So single weight, RDL, wider stance than normal. So wider stance, and then drop into your squat and stand back up. So wide stance, RDL, drop your butt, come up like a sumo squat. Hinge, back straight, drop it, stand up. Push through those heels when you're coming up. Load the glutes, hammies, then quads. Good. Okay, so now you'll need your two weights. We're going to go to the floor and we're going to opposite arm and leg, back leg. And so it's like bird dog and we're going to row. So bent leg lift and row. Pull to the hip. All right, good. Go ahead and stretch back into child's pose. And then now let's flip to your back. And we're going to do penguins. So right here, ankle touch. So side to side, core tight. If your neck starts to get tired, put one hand behind or both, but still go side to side. And at any time, if you need to put your head down, rest. We got a few more seconds. All right, good. Okay, that was the first round. So let's figure out the right weight for you. I gotta turn some fans on. Grab some water. Okay, so we're back to our first exercise, which is that snatch into the back lunge if you're doing the back lunge. Alrighty. Second round. And again, if you don't want to do that back lunge, alternate just the snatch. Good. All right. So now maybe grab that heavier weight where we got our wide stance. Drop into the squat. Use those quads to come up, but also push through the heel. Keep a bend in those knees. Bend and drop. But keep the weight close to your body. Again, any modification is totally fine. If your back's starting to hurt. You guys look good though. Looks great. Good. All right, let's go to those bird dog alternating with our row. If you want to leave the bottom part out because of your back, that's fine. So if it hurts at all to lift your leg up at the same time, then you could go to just rows. But if possible, you'll want to lift that other leg and row. Good. All right, let's flip to our back. And we're going to get another set of those pigeons. So core tight, back flat, ankle touch, side to side. Remember to breathe. And if that neck gets tired, cradle that head. Good. All right, go ahead and stretch, elongate, stretch out. If you want, bring those knees into the chest, little side to side if you want to. All right, and then let's grab water for last round. All right, we ready? Last one, last circuit. Good, rest. Okay, wide stance. RDL. Keep that weight close. Hammies, glutes, drop it down. All right, good. Let's go to our rows on the floor. Awesome. All right, let's go to our back. And let's get our last set of those penguins. Tummy tight, back flat. Good. All right, stretch it. And then if you need to do any other stretching, do that. And then grab your band, an easy band. We're just going to do some bridges, some clamshells, and then either one weight for skull crushers or two weights for the skull crushers. And we'll just go ahead and meet on the floor. Start some crunches if you're waiting for me. And then, yeah, a weight or two weights for triceps and put that band on. All right, so first exercise, let's just go to bridge. We'll activate those glutes. And then remember to keep your legs spread apart. Get that resistance. So pelvic tilt, one vertebrae at a time. You have that resistance. And up. All right, good. Go ahead and let your butt come down. Grab your one weight for skull crusher or two individual weights. And let's go ahead and just rest your glutes. Let's focus triceps first. So core tight, back flat. Make sure those triceps are doing the work. All right, now let's bring it up into a bridge and continue your triceps. Bridge. Good. Hold that weight over your chest, and I want you to go in and out with your legs. In and out. Keep that weight over your chest. Belly is tight. Pause for a second when you come out. Keep those hips up there. All right, let your butt rest and let's get more triceps. So back flat, pelvic tilt. All right, butt up, bridge. Continue with your triceps. All right, good. Okay, so nice and easy, put that weight down and then meet me on your side. And we got our basic just clamshells. So try to fill it in the glutes. Keep everything nice and tight. Pause at the top. See if you can fill it in the upper glutes. Hopefully more glutes than hip. Good. All right. Let's do the same thing, other side. So we'll get those clamshells on the other side. Good. All right, let's get one more set of our triceps. So grab your one weight or two, and then we're gonna go up and down with our butt for our hip lifts. So tricep and glute bridge. Keep the resistance on that band going outer. All right, let's finish it with another set of clamshell. So each leg, let's get our clamshell again. Thinking about the gluteus minimus. Ooh, it's burning. Hopefully it's burning. Good. All right. Same thing, other side. Gluteus minimus, medius, these littler glute muscles at the top. Want to keep those strong. Belly pulled in. All right, let's get one more exercise. Go to your back. Now bring your feet together and then now open and shut your knees with the band. So feet are together, open, shut. And now to challenge you, come up on your hands and keep those feet together, in and out. And if you're like, no, that's not what I want to do today, you could either come up and just hold yourself, or you can stay on the floor and continue this exercise. When we come up, it works your triceps. Sometimes they can start shaking. All right, so let's play with it. Give me a few little pulses and then bring it in. More pulses. Really hit those glutes. All right, rest. Okay, well, that's our 30-minute workout.